Hey again, everybody. So I did a reading today, but I was told not to put that on my channel. It was apparently just for me. It wasn't so bad after all. I mean, it was a good reading for me. All right, so I did some names and I did some energy, and I would like to share those with you. See this little guy right here? He's a little nugget. He's something else. He's a terror. Male cats are a lot different than female cats. It's, okay, you. That's enough. Go on. All right. So, the names that I pulled for today. George Washington came out. George Washington became a Freemason, I believe, in 1752. Ali, Elvis Presley, got stuck in the whole Hollywood garbage in selling your soul and then killing yourself kind of thing. Priscilla Presley was more involved than people think. Stormy, Perry, Kevin, Matthew, David. Somebody's in jail. Kim or Kimberly. Sal, Salvador, Lionel, Constance, Pedro, Ed, Rashawn, Andrea, Randolph, Dean, Alan, Adnan, Rick, Juan, Sherry, Diane, Rashawn, Amber Heard. Now, this is significant because the lawsuit that she had with Johnny Depp for, oh gosh, what is that called? Character assassination. And that's not what it was. That's not what they call it. But Amber Heard came up because that's exactly what's going to happen when I take all of these people to court for the things that they've said, the lies that they've spread, how they've spread them, what they said when they spread them. Defamation of character. I will be taking many, many people to court for defamation of character. Princess Diane, unfortunately, was a targeted individual. Alexa, Darlene, Candy, The Rock. Sure hate to see him get caught up in the Hollywood crap, but I think it might be too late for that. Sabrina, Michael Jackson tried to warn everybody. He did. And that's why they did what they did to him, because he was starting to talk about it. Ivory, Justine, Jordan. Sorry, my kitten is just crazy right now. Devin, Leslie, Hope, Emery. I remember an Emery from my teenage years with Ron and Emery, the two that kidnapped me in the car that night by gunpoint. Latanya, Naomi, and Kim was in that car that night. Lillian, John, another Amber. I remember there being an Amber in my childhood where I don't know, some family thing. We were hanging out with these people, and this girl had drawn crayon all over the wall and then ran and told her mom that I did it and I had to clean the freaking walls. Kenny, Cindy, Donald Trump, my man. Seth, Austin, Lewis and Clark, Tennessee. There's an Austin in Tennessee as well. Jasmine, Britney Spears, sister, hang on. Don't let them do this to you. They're trying to do this to you. They're doing it on purpose. You're being targeted just like a lot of the rest of us. You got to be strong and you got to hold on. Don't give in. Don't give up. Beyonce, it's a little too late for her. Well, I mean, it's never too late as long as you repent and go to God, but she is on the dark side. Jamie, Dimitri, Felicia, Margaret, Julie, Joy, Lily, Sissy, Whoopi Goldberg. She's Mason. Energy harvester. Thief of energy. Serena, Brittany, Teresa, Jasmine, Victoria, Dale, Janice, Xavier, Macy, Cassie, Chris, Barack, Julia Roberts, Carl, Clark, Jared, Katie, Adam, Casey, Debbie, Shirley, Tina, Anne, Bryson, Maria, and Lamar. Those are the names and the energy of today. Now remember, not all of these names are like a bad energy. It's just today's energy. All right. So let's get a little action going on here. Texas is significant. Nebraska, Australia, Florida, Arizona, very significant. Washington, Wisconsin, Idaho. The black sheep, that would be me. And this is what I've been having done to me pretty much my whole life. Because my family is a bunch of witches and warlocks. Somebody drives a Toyota. Somebody in a BMW was pulled over and got a violation. Fake funeral. This person is not dead. Well, obviously, if it's a fake funeral, this person is not dead, but the authorities know. There's been a lot of sabotage in my past. People trying to sabotage me. They're still trying, but they can't get away with it anymore like they used to because they're not in my energy. Roofie. Somebody roofied a drink. And somebody drinks clear liquor, and they are an alcoholic. Somebody needs to keep their distance from a snake. Don't worry, because there is going to be divine intervention. That works for me too. Keep my distance from the snake. Like I got on earlier about that decoy. Keeping my distance from a snake. This is somebody. There was apparently a person in this group that left this group that is now talking to authorities. This person has been replaced by somebody else. So now they're going to amp up the hocus pocus again because now they have fresh meat. And they think that this is going to make the difference as to whether or not this hocus pocus is going to work. Well, it's not going to work because I'm divinely protected. Hello. So there's something very significant about water. And I have been saying this for a long time. I even told Betty that there's something significant about water. Very significant. Going to be a lot of flooding rivers. There are people that are tampering with water in a river, or maybe even more than one river. A lot of people that are playing head games with the child. Earlier in my read about the decoy, I mentioned that my ancestors had my back. Native American ancestors, the buffalo, and my Egyptian ancestors with my gold. Somebody is going to try to plead insanity, but the universe says no. Somebody is going to be at work when their business gets raided. Something significant about an airplane crash. Perhaps somebody on the run will be on that airplane. So I know there are a lot of people talking about leaving, going up to different countries. Dogs. It's my understanding that there is a person that is in my scenario. When I say that, I mean, the whole thing. A lot of people are involved in this, but this particular person has so much anxiety and so much just, I guess anxiety is the only word I can think of right at the moment. But this person is like so riddled with anxiety that even the dogs are starting to feel it, and the dogs are starting to have anxiety. Somebody is sleeping with underage girls, and people know about this. I want to say it was caught on camera. Text message, maybe? Phone, maybe? There's an African with black hair who's experiencing a lot of headaches and a really bad face breakout. I am and always will be heterosexual. Somebody's been sending hocus pocus my way to try to turn me to liking women. Well, you can forget about that with your hocus pocusness because it ain't never going to happen. There are a lot of red flags when it comes to a coach. And I want to say this is a girls basketball team coach. This person needs to be watched. And I'm going to say it's in one of those states that I mentioned earlier. Excuse me. So somebody in the desert, Arizona card came out. I'm thinking that's where that is. Put me in a contract and a fake marriage and committed perjury. And I believe somebody bought a house in my name and they're about to be sued. And this might be the person that's in jail. Somebody's a cheater. They got caught on text messaging. They got dumped. And the marriage is broken. There will be a divorce. X marks the spot in the woods and an abandoned building. The Lewis and Clark Trail. Look on the Lewis and Clark Trail for an abandoned building with an X marks the spot in the woods on a tree. There's a nurse that is doing something with people's prescription meds. She might be stealing these meds, not giving them to the patient, saying that she is pocketing them for herself. Y'all's destination is Karmaville. Somebody just broke and they can't sleep. I am connected to the divine, and I would give the shirt off my back for somebody. There was a lawyer that was sent in by the divine, and whoever this is had a hung jury. This person wasn't guilty. Someone with dreadlocks, with the name I already mentioned earlier, that is having a complete meltdown because somebody's in jail or going to jail. I think they're in jail. Somebody on Tinder is actually, y'all can read, I don't need to say it right. There are a lot of crooked cops, corrupt government officials involved in a plot that are tracking me. But there are good FBI agents and good police that already know what's happening. This started when you were a child. This is for some other people out there as well, but this is for me too. Started when I was a child. There was a real estate that was taken, sold, a lot of lies, and a dirty lawyer. Fatter. Joe Fatter. There's a lot of gossip. What's going on in somebody's garage? Somebody's cousin is in on it. This cousin is regressing, going back to drugs. And there's a brother out there full of dirty deeds. I know my brother is. Grand larceny, too. Just one of the things. Just one of the things. Can't even imagine what else there must be. Murder? Is that what I just heard? Murder? And we all know the plot to take my life, unalive me. Yep. It's another one for you, bro. Hope you like the inside of 4 little walls and a 10 by 10 with 3 hots and a cot, because that's how your life is going to play out. I tried to warn you. Tried to warn you. Tried to warn y'all. In any case, you didn't listen. You still aren't listening. You're still trying. Never going to win. Alrighty, well, since I couldn't post my reading, trust me, it was really good. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. I don't plan to be on here again this evening. I'm going to make myself a wonderful dinner. Do some self-love things. I'm going to make myself some tea. Maybe take a hot bath. Just be good to myself. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. You know I love you. Please love each other. And always love yourselves. I'll catch y'all later, okay? Ouch, nugget. Turkey. Bye.